lot will get triggered due to some activity. Could be a purchase order, could be a sales order, could be a production order, okay? And they want to do the inspection. That is an event. Once the lot is triggered, the sample size should be calculated. Sample determination. Here I will be deciding what will be the size of my sample. Suppose my lot quantity is say 100. How much sample should be taken for the inspection? Then based on that, only that much sample I will be testing and doing the result recording for it. If it is rejected, then I might record the defects also and then the usage decision for it. It is a master data sampling procedure. So here I will be deciding at the initial level only that what will be my sample size for my inspection. Sample size could be dependent on my lot size. What is my lot size? Based on that, I will decide my sample size to be inspected. Percentage inspection will depend on my lot size. If I'm saying 10%, the 10% of my lot size will be taken. My lot size is say 100 and I am saying 2% of it. Then it will be 2, right? Which means it is dependent. How much percentage I will be inspecting out of. Other is sampling scheme. I will take it later. Second option is that it is independent of my lot size. Doesn't matter my lot size is 100 or 1000 or 10,000. My sample size will be fixed. So that is what is an independent lot size. Means I have decided at the initial level only that this will be my sample. In fixed sample, it means if my lot size is say 100, then I am saying I am inspecting 10 pieces. Okay, which is fixed. I have decided I will inspect 10 pieces out of it. Now next lot is say 10,000. But I have kept my sample size, the sampling type as fixed, and in that I have specified the quantity as 10. Then doesn't make much difference. The lot size is 10,000. Still I will be inspecting only 10 pieces out of it. Okay, so that is what is a fixed sample. I have decided my fixed quantity to be inspected. So it is independent of the lot size. That is a fixed sample. Another option is it is a 100% inspection. Means 100 is my lot size, 100 pieces I'm inspecting. If it is 10,000, again 10,000 pieces I'm inspecting. Because it is not dependent on my lot size. My inspection is 100%. Fashion, QDV1 enter creation of the sampling procedure. Let's go to the display mode of existing one. Let's take this one, fixed sample. Just try to understand the concept. When I'm creating a sampling procedure, first we have to tell the name of the sampling procedure. Description will be given. Here, the initial level, I have to tell my sample type, and these are the different sample types. Fixed sample, percentage sample, 100%, and sampling scheme. So I have to first tell what will be my sample type, because based on that, my sample will be calculated. Since I have selected fixed sample, it means I will be telling my fixed quantity. The valuation mode is actually the criteria based on which the valuation will be done. When I am doing the result recording, it is selected attributive inspection non-conformative unit. You can use it for both qualitative and quantitative. You press enter key, screen is coming. Here you can see the sample button is here. Click on sample. Since I am selecting fixed sample, means I am telling 5 will be my sample size. I have to tell the fixed quantity, and wherever you have doubt, press F key, because here the acceptance number is there. My lot size is 100, just imagine that. Out of which I am inspecting 5 pieces. Out of that, if 2 pieces are defective, still I am accepting. But if it is more than 2, which means if it is 3, then I will reject them. So this will decide my valuation. So let's see the practical for this. Just ignore the remaining thing at present is 13. It's an inspection plan, okay? If I select any MIC, let me remove this. Link one MIC. Let's take T color. Okay. Once you press enter key, here I have to, okay, I haven't linked the catalogs to be used. Let's take this, enter. And here it is asking me for the sampling procedure. Let me take first the fixed one, okay? Just now I showed you the details. And let me show you the control indicators which are maintained for this MIC. Qualitative MIC it is. Sampling procedure is selected. That's why it is asking me to specify sampling procedure. Summarize recording is selected. Let me make it single result recording at present. Required is there. Okay. Here you can change the things. Okay. The control indicator which I maintained for the MIC, I can overwrite the indicators here. Save it. Create the lot for it. Material is 13. It's a manual lot creation. Manually, I'm creating it. So I'm making the same lot. Since I entered my lot quantity, based on my lot quantity, the sample size which is calculated is 5. Okay, because here the sampling procedure which is linked is this one, where I have kept my sample size as 5. Okay, and the acceptance number as 2. Let me show you this. Sample size has been calculated. You can see 5. Save it. And then you will be doing the result recording. It's giving me 5 options to enter the values because I have kept my sample size as 5. And I have kept it as a single result recording. Okay. So I have to enter all, if you remember, I changed the indicator from summarize to result recording. So since I have selected single result recording, individual single entries I have to make that which color I have observed. I'm just entering some values, just see the impact of it. Press enter key. This is the overall valuation which is coming. It is accepted. It is rejected, still it is accepted. Let me unlock it. And I'm selecting one which is rejected. Press enter key. Now still my valuation is accepted. Okay. I have rejected 2 pieces. Still my valuation is, overall valuation is accepted because the valuation parameter we have specified the acceptance number is 2. If I have to reject one more piece, then it will be rejected. See, it is rejected because in the valuation parameter, acceptance number is 2. Minimum defect allowed are 2. If it is more than 2, it will be rejected. So this is what is this valuation. Okay, acceptance number. And the valuation will decide whether this will be accepted or rejected. My valuation. Because I have selected attributive inspection, non-conformative unit means how many non-conformative units are found. Based on that, the overall valuation is accepted. I told that it should be 5 and maximum unacceptable value is 2. If it exceeds, then it will reject. Okay. The valuation was coming automatically. Whereas when you select manual, you have to manually select it. If I take any lot, okay, and doing the result recording for it, I am selecting any. If I press enter key, this pop-up is coming because the manual valuation is selected. Here you can see it is written manual valuation. Okay, so continue. Now the valuation has been accepted. So when I am selecting manual valuation, then manually the end user will decide whether he want to accept it or reject it. Selecting code 01 is accepted, whereas code 2, it will propose me once you press enter key. as rejected only because catalogs, based on the catalogs valuation, it is giving me this range. But in the sampling procedure, I have selected manual valuation, then I still have to tell it manually. Valuation mode will decide how the valuation will be done when I am doing the result recording. Slash show QA secure. Just now which is created is this one. The valuation is coming automatically. I don't have to, manual pop-up is not coming to tell me that whether it is accepted or rejected. When I am
Yes.
entering this, press enter key, automatically the valuation is coming here in this, and even the overall valuation will come automatically. Let me back. I'm selecting 100%. Variable for 100% sample. Press enter key. I'm just going in the display number. Description is again properly given as 100% sample. Okay. So sample type, I told you it is 100% means whatever is my lot size, all pieces will be inspected when it is 100%. Okay. Keep it at present attributed. Press enter key. The determination rule is coming. Here you won't find the sample button. It will be 100. So let's assign this 100% plan. P02 enter, and material is this, plant is this. Press enter key, simply replace the sampling procedure with that. Okay, as 100%. Save it. If I go to QA01, enter, and I'm selecting 30 and this and 89 lot, which is a manual inspection lot. Enter, I'm keeping my, it will be 100%. Okay, so I'm keeping it 6 lot size. Press enter key. You can see the sample size is what? 6. Whatever is your lot quantity. If I again come to the same thing, slash and enter, and press enter key, but 500, enter. The size is 500. Okay. And if I save it, then I have to inspect all the 500 pieces. Okay. I'm not keeping
Correct.
this. Go to the next one, which is say percentage. Press enter key. Sample type is selected as percentage sample. Okay. And press enter key. Okay. You will get the sample button here. Continue. Now it is specified that my sample percentage will be 5. If my lot quantity is 100, then I will be inspecting 5% of that. Only 1% defected pieces are accepted. The whole number of acceptance number is calculated on the basis of percentage. So I will be assigning the same sampling procedure to my plan. Material is this, plant is this, press enter key. Select this, go to the inspection characteristics. Let me replace this. Enter and create a lot for it. 89 lot I'm creating, and let's take it say 100. Okay, we have specified 5% right there. Press enter key. So you can see it will be 5% size will be taken, and let's save it. If, either I can specify fixed count, okay, or I can keep it say 100%, or I can make it say percentage wise. But if the client is saying my sample size is changing based on my lot size. If my lot size is say 100, then the sample size will be smaller, which is 5. But if it exceeds, let's say if it is say 1000, then I don't want to use my sample size as 5. I want to use it say 80. This I can't do with these three. Okay. Neither from fixed nor from 100% or the percentage. In that case, I will be using the sampling scheme, which is in another master data where we are maintaining this tabular format structure. where I will be telling that what will be my lot size. In that case, what will be my sample size? My lot size is changing, then what will be the sample size for that one? Okay. So this tabular structure, I can maintain it in the sampling scheme, which here again, this C1 and D1 is that only which, like you are saying, the acceptance and rejection number we specify, right? In the fixed case, you saw that if my sample size is 5, I've kept it 2 as my acceptance number. Even in percentage, we have to specify what will be my percentage. So similarly, here in this case, my sample size is 5, then what will be my acceptance number or the rejection number? I can specify that. This is that C1 and D1 relevant data. Okay, so let's see in the system. And let me select the sampling scheme, enter. In this case, you can see the sample type which is selected is sampling scheme. Keep this valuation mode as it is okay at present. You need to tell the sampling scheme to be used. You can see additional data is there, but sample button is not there. Okay, but we are getting one more field which is a sampling scheme, and when I select sampling scheme, I have to tell which sampling scheme need to be used. Which need to be created. Meet my requirement with these three, then I will go for sample scheme. Yeah, let's see the data. See, it is taking you to some other transaction. It is QDP3. Okay, in the lower half, you can see the T code. And it is sampling scheme, header level data. Let's see what is maintained for it. For the normal inspection, continue. This is the tabular format data I can maintain. If my lot size is say 10, then my sample size should be 2. My lot size is 11, then it will come in this lot. Okay. And if it is 11 means my sample size should be 5. If it is more than 100, which means if it is 101 or 150 or whatever in between that range, then my sample size will be 10. Then comes C1 and D1. Either of these you can maintain. Not necessary you maintain all like C1 and D1. One of them can work. Okay. If you press F1 key here, for C1 it is, which is an acceptance number. Always cross-check the definition for it because sometimes it is confusing. Okay, C1 and D1. So here, if you are maintaining C1, it means the highest number of defects in the sample that lead to the acceptance. Whereas if I am maintaining it is D1. Okay, so in this case, it is a rejection number we are maintaining. Okay, which means the lowest number of defects in the sample which will lead to the rejection. Okay, and this D1 is always more than C1 plus 1. C1 is, if it is 0, then it should always be plus 1, D1. Let's see if I maintain this, how the things vary. Okay, in my plan. Let me go back. And this is the sampling procedure where we have assigned a sample to session QP table. Now create a lot for it, /n QA01, enter, enter. See the difference. If I'm entering say 10, enter, my sample size is 2. Here we are maintaining it here, right, in the sampling scheme. Okay, so in this, if my lot size is 10, my sample size will be 2. Okay, so let me, I'm not saving it. Let's again try to create a lot. Enter. And this time I am maintaining it, say 150. Okay. Then it should exceed, right? Now it is 10. In this, we have specified more than 100, right? So it is coming in this slot. That's why my sample size is 10. My work quantity was 150. When you want to maintain this tabular format structure, here it will decide like based on my lot size, the things are changing, my sample size, my acceptance or the rejection number. That sampling schemes comes under the dependent part, okay? Because it will depend on my lot size changes, my sample size changes. Present the sampling scheme is used and the severity is 4 is maintained for it. In the additional data, you can see that information.